We're doing a little test here of a new application. So I'm Euro Maestro. I'm doing a live stream from Paris. Hopefully you're seeing this on Periscope and on YouTube and on Instagram. Oh my God, we got Javier in here. Hey Euro. So this is my first time trying this application. So if you guys can just let me know if you're viewing me on Periscope or on YouTube, where you are, and what's the video quality like? What's the audio quality like? Oh my God, Pablo's here. Pablo, this is my first time, so it looks good. Okay, good. A rainy day. It is a rainy day. It's a special day here in Paris because it is called the Day Without Cars. This is the 6th year in a row. Oh, I see Rebecca's on Periscope. Okay, I'm kind of seeing now where people are. So I guess some people are on the HAPS app and some people are on Periscope. Okay, it's a little confusing for me. All right, hey there. It looks good. Okay, great. That's good news. So it's called the Day Without Cars, and this is the 6th year we've had them. And what that means is all throughout Paris, cars are not allowed. So there are no cars in the city of Paris today on the roads. There are certain exceptions, of course, like emergency vehicles. But for the most part, there are no cars. There's no motorcycles, no two-wheel vehicles. Even electric cars are not allowed today. So after we finish the museum, I'll go out in the street and I'll show you the empty streets of Paris. Empty to cars, but pedestrians are out, skaters. The painting you're looking at in front of you is the coronation of Napoleon. So I'm going to show you guys the Mona Lisa, and I'm going to show you the Venus de Milo and Winged Victory of Samothrace. But this first painting here is the coronation of Napoleon. So hopefully you can see it. So there's Napoleon. There's his wife. He actually crowns himself emperor, which is kind of what's interesting about this painting. You can see here, he crowns himself emperor. I'm streaming on Periscope and YouTube at the same time. So, audio is a little tinny. That's probably because of my mask, maybe. I don't know. So there you see he's going to crown his wife empress. This is a painting by David from the 19th century. Off to the left here, we have his brothers. Those are his two brothers off to the left there. This brother on the far left was not actually there for the ceremony because he was having a little fight with his brother at the time. And just like you see there a woman in the center in the balcony overlooking, that's Napoleon's mother. So she was not at the actual ceremony either. It is a huge painting. She was added in later. Guys, just let me know on a scale of 1 to 10. What's the video quality like? What is the audio quality like? Only 360p max here on YouTube. Brett, thank you. That's exactly the kind of things I wanted to know. Signal in the Louvre is always a bit funny. It is, and I'm using a different connection to the network than usual today. So I'm hoping it's a good connection. It's pre-Photoshop. So video is 8, audio is 8.5. Okay, well that's pretty good then. How does it compare to the regular HAPS? Is this great app for journalists to be able to broadcast news events. So obviously this is not a hard news event, but I'm using this mostly for testing, and I will be doing hard news on here as well as some soft news items. Video 8, audio 9, Periscope visual 10, audio 6, looks good to me 10. All right, so it sounds like it's better than usual on Periscope, and quality is pretty good on YouTube. This is also on my Instagram feed. So you can watch this on Instagram, you can watch this on YouTube, you can watch this on Periscope all at the same time, and you can watch it on the HAPS app, which you may want to download if you haven't already downloaded it. We're going to walk around the museum now. Seems more stable than usual, no freezing. Okay, well that is good news. Let us walk around. Now it is currently in portrait mode. They will be adding landscape in the future. So in the future we'll be switching to landscape. But right now it is a portrait app. Just like Periscope in the beginning, if you guys recall, the first year was also a portrait. Audio is equal to Periscope, about 50% similar to that on the old call-in feature in Periscope. I'm going to scale that painting so that it is incredibly big. That painting is so big that it is bigger than most apartments. What I do like about this app is that in addition to my filming screen, I have a monitor, so I get a kind of an idea of what you guys are seeing as well. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's an issue. All right. So did we turn sideways? Let me know if we are sideways. The paintings are very vivid. Okay, good. Well, that's the main thing. I'm hoping the paintings are. HAPS is not only for, yes, that's right. It's not just for verified journalists. Also, anybody can join, I guess, if you're, curious people that want to live stream. So it's a very open platform, as Pablo indicated. It is sideways. Is it back? It's fixed now. Okay, great. So sorry about that. Have a few technical issues. So this is my first time on the app. So we're going to have some hiccups, but as I get used to it, it should get better and better. I can't wait to, citizen reporters, as Pablo's indicating here, citizen reporters and activists also can use this app and do use this app. And that's why we get a lot of great reports on the street. It's good signal, says Diane, thanks. Interesting, I switched to YouTube and the audio is better there, less muffled. Okay, interesting. How is the video, Jennifer, how is the video quality on YouTube? So if this works out, and I hope that it does, I would love to multi-stream to YouTube and Periscope at the same time, because I do have some people that follow me on YouTube and, people that follow me on HAPS. I'm brand new to the app. So hopefully I get more and more followers. Right now I have over 80,000 followers with the combined platform. So that's really cool. No one is social distancing. Well, you notice everyone is wearing a mask because masks are required, and everybody has to wash their hands when they get in. Seems like it's skipping frames every so often, like it's 15 to 25 frames per second. I don't know. Everybody I see is wearing a mask. So I'm not quite sure who you're seeing. Or maybe there are a few people without, but I'm looking around and everybody that I can see is wearing a mask. Now this painting here is a very famous painting. This is Liberty Leading the People. And you can see it's a painting famous from Les Mis. The 3DS is the museum guide. Look at the large painting. This is art. It's pretty, right? So you saw this painting on the cover of the cover of Les Miserables. you saw it on the cover of Coldplay, a Coldplay album. It is by Delacroix, and so it does depicts a revolution, but it is not the French Revolution of 1789, as you might think. But this is actually a revolution that took place in 1830. So this is the glorious day, yeah, the June Rebellion, and upvote, yes, upvote this, guys. Oh, okay. Some people don't have it over their nose. Yeah, so when you wear a mask, you have to cover your mouth and your nose. Interestingly enough, when you are in the metro, what's it called? It's called Liberty Leading the People. Liberty Leading the People in English. In French, it's Liberté guidant le peuple. And like I said, it's a very iconic painting. It's on a Coldplay album, and it's on the Les Mis programs as well. And you can see the woman in the center is Marianne. She represents the French Republic. And the other people in the figure represent the different social classes. So you see the youth there on the right. You see the sort of the bourgeoisie, and you see the working class. And you notice they're stepping over the bodies of the tyrants. Actually, Piscom, you're wrong. It's not illegal to stream this. As a matter of fact, I have authorization to stream this, to stream this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. So I'm very careful. There are places that you cannot stream, and I do not stream those places. But all of my streams, I'm sure that it's either legal or I have special authorization. Why is everybody using headphones? So they have audio guides. So one of the options you have when you take a tour is you can use a guide. Oh, I'm getting views from Reddit. Wow. I had no idea. That is awesome. Well, welcome to the Reddit community. I'm on Reddit as well. And for the Reddit people, you might be very interested of a YouTube video I have on my YouTube channel where I interviewed Alexis Ohanian, the co-founder of Reddit. And I have a very long interview. It's like a 90-minute interview. And, Alexis is a friend of mine, by the way. And he was very gracious to grant me an interview. And he explained how he got started. So it's a very interesting story of how Reddit got started. It's a funny story. It all took place while he was in college. Slow down. I will slow down. Sorry about that. So I'm going very fast because I want to get over to the Mona Lisa before it closed. But I will come back and show you the other paintings. So don't worry about it. If I'm going a little fast, it's just so I can get to the Mona Lisa very quickly, spend some time there, and then I will come back and be slower on these other paintings. But yeah, so if you're interested, like I said, in the history of Reddit, how did Reddit get started? Or maybe you're just interested in how do startups get started. It's a very interesting story. He started in the college dorms, guys, if you can imagine. And actually, he had a totally different app that he pitched at Y Combinator, and he pivoted. The pitch did not work out. The pitch was a disaster. But the investors were smart enough to say, hey, we don't like your idea, but we like you. So they were literally invested in because of who they were rather than their idea. Brenda's going over to YouTube. Let me know if it's better on YouTube. Filming on photography installation and saying them is also strictly prohibited. Piscom, you're totally wrong. So if you wanna send me a tweet, we can talk about this on you can DM me on Twitter. But I can assure you, it's 100% legal. I've done it literally for years. I know the curators personally, and I would not be doing this if it was illegal. Not in any way, shape, or form. There's a painting behind the Mona Lisa. Okay, so I'll show you the painting behind the Mona Lisa because we're there right now. So this painting, let me try to get it into frame here. This painting is actually, it's called The Wedding at Cana. It is the largest painting on exhibition at the Louvre. By the way, guys, if you're not already following me on YouTube, be sure to do it. It's Euromaestro on YouTube, Euromaestro on Instagram, and Euromaestro on Twitter and on Periscope. So this painting right here is called The Wedding at Cana. Like I said, it is the largest painting in the Louvre. It represents one of the first of 7 gospel miracles. Maybe somebody in the chat knows uh, what this represents here, which miracle is being depicted at the wedding of the Cana. I'll try to show you. It's a little difficult with my gimbal here to keep this steady, but hopefully you should see here some interesting clues that'll tell you what this is about, and then we'll go. It's not the Last Supper, but it's similar to that. Look at this guy here. Can you see he's examining his wine glass? Yes, this is the miracle of turning water into wine. The painting is so huge that I cannot get the whole thing into frame. I cannot even get the whole thing in frame in landscape, let alone in portrait. You were at the Louvre about a year ago. You spent the entire day and didn't use everything. Yes. So there you go. Turn the camera up. Okay. Thank you for the clues, because like I said, this is my first time on this app. So having a little trouble getting used to it. And my gimbal's having a little trouble. My gimbal's really designed for landscape. And unfortunately, I can only do portraits. So I'm having a hard time. But in the future, I will try another one of these the next time. I will try another one of these the next time without the gimbal, and we'll see. You're doing fine. Thank you so much. Okay, great. Thank you, Vanity Filler, Menji, Matthew in the house. We want to see the Mona. We're going to show you the Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa is coming right up. I just want to show you this painting first, because it is a magnificent painting. You can see Jesus there in the center with Mary, and of course, many other people. Off to the left, you have the bride and groom for the wedding. Now, normally the bride and groom is in the center, but you notice in this painting, it's Jesus that's in the center, of course, and the bride and groom are off to the left. How am I supposed to work with you sharing this awesome stuff? DM me on Twitter. I'll be glad to talk to you guys. But in the meantime, you can share to Facebook, share to Twitter, invite your followers. I do some private virtual tours. I mean, it's not my business, but I have done it as favors to people and stuff like that. Hold on a second. Okay, right now it's sideways. All right, guys, little technical problems here. Please forgive me. All right, sorry about that, guys. Little hiccups. We're back. Sorry about that. Let me just scroll back. Okay, for the HAPS people, it's a little difficult to scroll back. All right. So I'm a European and I live in Europe, so I don't have any issues here. Don't forget to they can sponsor you. Oh yeah, so there is a sponsor button if you guys are interested. So I'm not particularly seeking that, but if you guys want to do that, of course, that's always appreciated. Let's go in line to the Mona Lisa. So I tell you, right now I'm posting this sideways. Can you guys let me know in the comments when it's sideways? Like, is that, do you see it in landscape, or is it just inconvenient for you, or is it better like this in portrait? Or, okay, so let me go back to. Hopefully, it's back to normal now. On Reddit, it's inconvenient. Thank you, Mark, for letting me know. It's better sideways. Some people say it's better sideways. Some people say it's better portrait. It's sideways in portrait. I see. So some people are probably able to turn it, writes it up, but I should be back in portrait now. On Reddit, portrait is better. Okay. So that is something the Hops team is working on. So don't worry about that, guys. In the future, we'll be able to do landscape and portrait. Just show the Mona. I'm in the line right now, and we are headed towards the Mona Lisa. You'll see it come into frame in just a second here. It's fixed. Okay, great. You're in the Louvre right now too. Well, that's awesome. Landscape works just fine on Reddit. So it may depend on your device too. People have different devices, so it may work differently. There's Mona Lisa in the distance. We're walking slowly towards it. When I redo this the next time, I'm going to try it without the gimbal, because the gimbal is having a very hard time in portrait mode. Quality content right here. Well, thank you. We are trying. It is a little difficult. Like I said, I do apologize. This is a sort of a test. It is very crowded. Now, if you are happen to be in Paris and you're visiting and you want to come to the Louvre, what you have to do is you have to make reservations and buy your tickets online before you come. So you need, it's not like in the past where you could just come or have a ticket for the day. You need a ticket for a date and time. So they are in half an hour slots, and you say what time you're going to come in. You will not be allowed in early or late. So you have to come at your scheduled time. A lot of people with their noses stuck out of the mask. Unfortunately, a lot of people do not wear their masks properly. Okay, I tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I know it's sideways right now. Don't worry. I'm going to keep it sideways until we get close to the Mona Lisa, and then I will switch to portrait. So I will switch to portrait when we get closer. So don't worry about that. Say hi to the girl in yellow. Okay. Sure, I'll say hi to her. Is it possible for me to zoom? So I don't know. Like I said, it's my first time on the app. I don't know if there's a zoom option, but we will get closer. We will get closer. I am going to dump the gimbal because I think the gimbal is creating problems. So normally I like to use the gimbal because it stabilizes the video, but the gimbal is really designed in a way that favors, or at least this gimbal, favors landscape over portrait. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to without the gimbal after. So there's not Zoom available yet in the app. It's probably coming in a future upgrade. You've been there. No social distancing. Well, yeah, that's true that you don't really have social distancing when you're standing in line for the Mona Lisa. But they do limit the number of people that come in at any given time. You're watching sideways. So yeah, I do apologize for the sideways. It's just temporary. When we get closer, I will switch to portrait. It's just to save my battery on the gimbal. And then since this is working fairly well, I'm probably going to do a second broadcast after this without the gimbal, and I think it's going to be better. Tell Mona we said hi from St. Louis. Well, hello from St. Louis. People need to cover their noses. So it's funny that you say that because when you ride the metro here, right, which is the public transportation, it's like the subway or the underground in other cities. There is a message. There's a public message telling you to wear masks all the time. And the original message just said, hey, you are required to wear masks while you're in the metro. They have changed that message a few weeks ago. So now instead of just saying it's required to wear masks, they specifically say you have to wear a mask that covers your mouth and nose. So I think they realized a lot of people weren't covering their nose and just their mouth. So now it's explicitly stated in public messages, cover the mouth and nose is required. Okay, we're gonna go right side up now. You don't need to see people's feet. So we're back in the portrait. Should see the Mona Lisa. We're still kind of far away, but we are getting closer. Thanks for sharing this experience. Most of us can't or won't risk it. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people right now are avoiding the risk of going out. Well, she's wearing a mask, so. That's true. There are so many beautiful paintings in this room. Now, they were taken out for a while when they were doing some renovation on this room. I'll try to show you some of the other paintings as well. It looks better on the HAPS TV website. Thank you, Brett. So guys, try all the different apps to see which one works for you. You can view this on YouTube. You can view this on Instagram. You can view this on Periscope. You can view this on the HAPS TV app. And be sure to follow me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter and on Periscope. Also, be sure to follow me on the HAPS app. Download the HAPS app and follow me there. Can you go to the coronation of Napoleon? So actually, if you watch this on replay, we actually started this broadcast with David's painting of the coronation of Napoleon. There's another copy of it well, it's not really a copy, it's another original. So there's two originals of the coronation of Napoleon. One is here in the Louvre, and the other is in the Palace of Versailles. Can I show you guys around? So while we're waiting in the queue here, I will try to show you around, which is really difficult for some reason. It is a Da Vinci painting, by the way, sorry. So it is Leonardo da Vinci who painted the Mona Lisa. This painting was actually stolen in the beginning of the 20th century. This is in Paris at the Louvre Museum. It's the world's largest museum. It's the world's most visited museum. There's over 60,000 square meters of exhibition space here, and the building itself has over 200,000 square meters of floor space. So it's huge. France is getting a huge spike in cases right now. If you're interested in COVID data, I am a research associate at a think tank that, and I'm part of a committee that specializes in COVID-19. And so I post a lot of research data and other points on Twitter, COVID-19 news. So if you're interested in that, you may want to follow me on Twitter and read my news feed. France cases are up. We've had cases over 13,000 and 14,000 a day, new cases. That is a record that's higher than our peak in April. The United States and Europe both peaked in April. Europe now is having a second peak. We're a little over 73 new cases per million per day. The United States is around 120. So the United States right now is about still 50% higher than Europe. But Europe is rising very quickly. Now you can see the Mona Lisa in front of us. I hope it's a nice, clear picture. Should Reddit give Bitcoin for gold awards? Well, that's a really good question. So there you go, guys. You have the Mona Lisa. We're gonna step away for a second. It is a Da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci painted this. So unfortunately, I can't zoom in right now, but I will do a YouTube video later, which I will upload to my YouTube channel. It will be in 4K, and in that high definition YouTube video, I will do zooms and I will do close-ups. Okay. Ooh. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna try to take the phone out of the gimbal, which is not easy. Put it on the floor so I can try to take this out of the gimbal. All right. How is that? Is that any better? What am I doing? I put it on the floor so I could take it, so I could take the phone out of the gimbal and hold it properly. Hopefully this will allow me to show you the paintings better. So I think this way you can see the paintings better, actually. So I'm used to always shooting with the gimbal, but with this particular app, it's a little bit better without, I think, because I can get closer to the paintings so you can see them better, and I can shoot. $90,000 viewers total, 40 on Periscope, 8 on YouTube. Okay, great. Thank you. Brett, if you can DM me those stats later, because one thing I can't see on the app is any stats. So if Pablo's listening or the developers are listening, that would be a really nice feature, is to throw stats up on top. so I can see who's viewing. So here's the wedding at Kana painting I tried to show you earlier. I think I can show it to you probably a little bit better right now. Dude, I'm sorry I'm not showing the painting properly. It's a little difficult. I'm new to this app. We'll mention that to them. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you so much. But during it, yeah, during it would be helpful. Like if you could just show a few stats up top. So believe me, guys, this is my first time. I will get better with time goes by and show you these paintings, hopefully in a better way. So you notice the man here studying his wine glass. You see the people pouring the jugs of what was water and now wine. And another thing you notice in this painting, so this painting was painted for, was commissioned for a monastery, Benedictine monks. Okay, this was during the time of the Inquisition, and the Benedictine monks took a vow of silence. And what you notice in this painting, even though there's over 140 people in this painting, personage, it's a wedding, it's a party, nobody ostensibly is talking in the painting. And that's sort of a nod to the vow of silence. Benedictine monks. And you can see, like I said, it's a huge painting. Here, let me show you. It's a Veronese painting. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty. And interestingly enough, during World War II, what happened during World War II was they were concerned that the Nazis would raid the museum, as they did throughout Europe, pillaging and whatnot. So they actually hid this painting. They put the Mona Lisa into hiding. They put the wedding in Kana in hiding. And this painting was so huge, what they did is they put it into a truck. And this truck traveled all around France and protected the painting. So it was pretty cool. We're going to take one more look at the Mona Lisa without the gimbal. Hopefully we'll get a better shot this time. This is better than Productive South by Waterloo. That's good to hear. Matthew Calkin. Thanks for the tour. Okay. So I like it this way. Yeah. Interestingly, there's two queues here. There's one on the left and one on the right. The one on the left is completely empty, and the one on the right is a little long. So watch the queues. So I think you get a little better view of the Mona Lisa this time than last time. It is a small painting, so it's like half portrait size. So it's about, I think it's about 56 by 72, or is it 52 by 76? So roughly, a little over 50 by 70 centimeters, half portrait length. You entered a different, I know, exactly. Silently judging. Wish you could get closer. Yeah, I have gotten closer on some of my broadcasts on YouTube. So there are distance requirements. There have been a couple of times where I got a special dispensation and I was allowed to get closer. These next paintings you're going to see coming up, we're going to get really close. You can see the magnificent colors of these paintings. So the museum is divided into historical periods, movements in art, as well as geographically. So we're in a section where they feature a lot of the Italian paintings from the Renaissance era. Uh, but this museum has um, all different eras. So they have things from antiquity, from Greek antiquity, Roman, Etruscan antiquity. So different wings of the museum. They have different uh, movements and styles of art, as I mentioned earlier. One of the things they don't really have here is Impressionist art. They used to, but the Impressionist paintings that they had in their collection were moved over to another museum, which is just across the river here. So it's really close. It's only a couple hundred meters away. The Musée d'Orsay, and that has all the Impressionist paintings. Now, if you go to my Periscope or Twitter feed, I scoped that on Thursday night. I live streamed that. So you can see Monet and Manet and Renoir and Degas and all those great Impressionist paintings on my Thursday night broadcast. You've been to the Louvre. Last time I was in Paris, it was flooding, so it was closed. Yeah, so we get some floods occasionally in Paris, and it's kind of rare, but sometimes the museum does close. So I kind of remember that day. It was a little unfortunate. Where's Mona? We just finished the Mona Lisa, but we may go back later, but you can certainly watch it on replay. Oh, c'est bon, c'est bon. We'll come back. Yeah, unfortunately, Americans are not allowed in Europe right now because of the COVID-19 situation. Hopefully, that will improve in the not too excited by the religious subjects. Well, independent of the subjects, you can still have you can still appreciate the beautiful artwork. I would say it's the mystique of the model. Yeah. So the only thing, and this is for the moderators if they're still here, Pablo and the others. The only thing about this app is I have a message on my phone, that big overlay message saying to rotate my device. So my device is already rotated. So there's no way to clear that message. I would say it's the mystique of the model. The frames are pretty as the art itself. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of art here. Like you said, even the frames, even the building, the architecture, many places. I will show you some of the amazing ceilings that they have in here. That bug is noted. Okay, great, thank you. You were planning a trip to Paris this month. Yeah, I know a lot of people that wanted to come to Paris, and unfortunately, because of the pandemic situation, are not able to come to Paris. CCP was bad. National Gallery has amazing collections, yes. So there's some great museums around the world. Of course, the National Gallery, Museum of London, the Tate. In Paris, of course, we got the Musée d'Orsay, the Louvre, and so many museums. The video was perfect. Oh my God, Kreger13, thank you. there is no blood in the painting. Why? Well, that is a good question, because certainly some of the paintings do. That one doesn't, and I'm not sure of the significance or the history of that and of that painting. So you love the Musée d'Orsay. Yeah, it is a very nice museum. So Musée d'Orsay specializes in 19th century art for the most part, almost exclusively, and mostly Impressionist, Neo-Impressionist. You have, as I said before, the Monet, the Manet, the Degas, the Renoir, the Gauguin, Van Gogh or Van Gogh, all of those great artists and so many more. Whistler's Mother is there. So if you remember Whistler's Mother, I did, I live streamed that the other day. Goodbye, says Monica Schmidt. Enjoy your Sunday. Well, thank you, Monica. Monica and I have known each other for many years now. So great. Just hit 99,000 viewers. Guys, are we going to go over the 100,000 mark? You know, this reminds me of the first days of Periscope. In the first year, second year of Periscope, I used to regularly get like tens of thousands of live viewers, sometimes 50,000, 70,000, 100,000. So we don't get those nowadays, unfortunately, but apparently we can get them through apps. So another reason to download and try this app. Hey Euro, how do you get the text above in the stream? So that is part of the app does that actually. So I think I can also chat with you guys. So let me try that. This is my first time trying the app, so I think I can send you guys little messages. So I just typed hi there. Hopefully you guys can see that in whichever app you're watching this in. The illustration, Rembrandt and others, yes. So we do have a lot of illustrations that you can see too. How do I find you on the app? So there should be a search function, and you should be able to search for Euro Maestro and find me. Search for Euro. I don't know if it's under Euro or Euro Maestro. I don't know if it's one word or two words. Such an optical illusion when you show the flooring. Yeah, there's the flooring. Oops, pardon. So this room is normally filled with some Raphaels and some other paintings, but they're doing some kind of renovation. So there's no paintings at the moment. This reminds you of the movie Heat, the basketball themed paintings. Mona Lisa is the other way. We just scope Mona Lisa, so we're trying to scope other things now.
Oui, et d'avant, ça arrive.
So one of the things I want to show you, especially in this room, is the ceilings. So when you're here, you want to look up and look at the ceilings, because you will see the ceilings have these leaning paintings on the ceiling. Yeah, I already did the Mona Lisa, so do check the replay, and you should see that. Kind of hard to scope the ceiling like this, but I'll try. So what you're looking right now is at the ceiling. Is it frozen? It may have frozen actually. I think it froze. Sorry about that. Let's see if it comes back. You new here, didn't know, sir. No, that's all right. That's quite all right. Let's see if this comes back. I think we're frozen. Gonna go the other way. We'll see if our signal comes back. Hopefully it'll come back. Video is frozen only, live audio. All right. Okay, so I hit a tough connection area. I'm moving back to an older area where the connection is good to great. New function in Periscope, or is the Periscope connected to the app through API? So yeah, this is all of this is thanks to the. Okay, so I don't know. My signal is really good right now, but I think is the video still frozen? So I may have to stop this broadcast. Coming back. So I don't know if the moderators can help me. Is there any way for me to get the video back, because I'm showing great signal? Oh, wait a second. I think the video just came back. Okay, the video just came. So one of the things I love about this app, I have a monitor, so I have an idea of what you guys. Very helpful. The video is pixelated. Okay, so we'll see if we can fix the pixelation. If not, I may have to restart. Video is returning. Low quality, very blocky. So I think, guys, this was a pretty good test. It's really blurry. Is it getting better? If it's not getting better, what I'll do is I'll restart. It's good now. Okay, well, if it's getting better, maybe we'll give it a shot. It's getting better now. Okay. Well, then we'll stick with it for a little bit. So yeah, so these paintings are actually from the 14th century. So somebody has a very good eye. So this is, of course, from Bologna, 14th century. And you see these triptychs here, which are really quite nice. And here we have, in the distance there, we have the victory of Samothrace. Euro, please continue to answer my question. It didn't freeze on YouTube. Now that's interesting. In the distance there, you can see the victory of Samothrace. I think it's still maybe a little blurry. Let's get a little closer. Yes, that's wing victory. This was discovered in the 18th. Oh, did we lose connection? Might have lost connection. Oh, it's back. Coming in and out. So we are walking around the museum. So the signal can vary in different spots. Some places it's better than others. You know, we're not outside, so I am whatever the signal is like here. Yeah, video dropped for a second. So you see white marble on top over the brown marble. Honestly, I'm surprised they went as long as they did without technicians being in such a big museum. I have to agree with you there. Um, this is very typical for me to have some connection issues. Sometimes it comes in and out. Um, what I will do, just so you don't miss anything, I will film this at another time. Venus de Milo. Lost connection again. Oh no! But is the audio still there? Waterloo, will you take me everywhere? Sadly, you dropped out there for a bit. Yes. Hopefully, we'll be back in a minute. I'm going to walk over to the Venus de Milo. Still here, perhaps YouTube kind of works better than Reddit. Interesting. I didn't even know this was out on Reddit. So I'm kind of happy about that. The Venus de Milo. So this was found on the island of Milos, also in the 19th century. Getting all my views on Reddit. Oh, that's interesting. Here is the Venus de Milo. So thank you. And like I said, in two pieces. Okay, so they've rejoined those two pieces seamlessly here. It's a little larger than life size, by the way. It's 206 centimeters tall. It represents, of course, the goddess of love, Venus. The Greek name, of course, would be Aphrodite, or we say Aphrodite en français. And the thing is quite interesting is there were some other body parts discovered, like those missing arms and hands. Unfortunately, at the time, they thought they weren't original, but they were. And so we've now lost them to the ravages of time. If only we had known. But the one arm extended down and held up her clothing, and the other arm, she held up an apple. So she had an apple in one hand, and her other arm holding a dress. And there used to be like a little steel bar out from the statue that supported the other arm. So one, you might ask, well, why didn't they think it was original? Well, at the time that the sculpture was done, and this was very common at the time, is the higher parts of the sculpture that were at eye level, or things that were at eye level, uh, were done in higher detail and greater detail than things that were out of eyesight. Something that wasn't done in different at other time periods. Thank you for the reading. Wish there wasn't so many technical problems. Test. I think we will get better with time, and we're back. So I know we lost the video there for a minute. There's the Venus de Milo behind me. No arms, yes. Uh, and in this section, of course, we have all kinds. Here we see a very famous sculpture. There's several of these, of this young boy winged with a bow and arrow. The young boy. Kind of like a low dab. So you might be tempted to say Cupid, but Cupid is actually the Roman name, right? And so the Greek name and the name of the statue, therefore, is Eros. So we get the word erotic from Eros. So there were, the Greeks had different kinds of love, agape, eros. I think when I do the close-ups, the video res starts to improve. This room is actually on poor connection. Oh, now it's on great connection. We'll see if great connection makes a difference. So another thing that's cool about this app is you can invite show all those statues. I'm trying. Signals coming in and out. statues as much as paintings, but I love to sketch statues. Yes. So they have everything here. They have paintings, they have sculptures, they have, you know, pottery, and so many different works of art. Thank you for the stream. I probably never would have been able to see all this art. Well, I'm glad you like that. Is that Canadian Kevin doing a champion effort there? You're lost. Yeah, you have no ideas, guys. This is my first time on the app, and so I'm not familiar with using it. Plus, I have technical issues going on, all kinds of things. But I am starting to learn how to use it, and I'm sure with time I'll get better with this. The app will get better. You guys will get more used to it. Hey, Brett, have we gone over 100,000 yet? Brett, let me know when we go over 100,000 viewers, which is like amazing for a first go. Maestro, what nationality? So I am European. A minute left. Yeah, the museum is actually going to be closing soon, if that's what you're referring to. You'll take anything. I probably never get to go. Thank you for this. Well, you are most welcome, Savage Lace. Jacqueline says she loves history. I'm just starting to catch up on the comments, guys. Sorry about that. Pancreas Mama, thank you for sharing your visit to the Louvre. So excited to wake to the street. Well, that is such a beautiful comment. 99.7 currently. Come on, guys. I only need 500 people. Why don't you guys share this out to Facebook, share to Twitter, share to, whatever sources you have, Instagram, Reddit, and let's get over that 100,000 marks. Yeah, YouTube apparently has very good video quality on this. And don't forget, you can watch this directly on the HAPS app, which might even be, just change the half of the video, looks great. Bill, thanks for that information. I'm curious to see it myself, to watch it on replay, to watch it on the different apps, and see where it looks best. Fun visit to Louvre. Can't wait to be back there in person. I can't wait till you guys are back in person too. The museum is closing soon, so I will be going outside shortly. But we did show you some of the major works. We showed you the Winged Victory of Stanislas, the Mona Lisa, the Coronation of Napoleon, Liberty Leading the People, and of course the Venus de Milo. We're going to try one more time to get close to her. Macrana. Bonjour. $99.8. Oh my God, we're so close. So I don't know what happened there. Euro in 2021, you need to have a meetup in Paris for your followers. You know, that would be a great idea if tourists are allowed back, Americans are allowed back, and others. Hopefully, at some point in time, we'll have this pandemic behind us. Is the video frozen, or are you guys still seeing the video? You should be seeing the Venus de Milo right now. Do you guys see the video? Haps is good. Okay, good. But you guys are seeing the video, okay? Because my monitor is not showing me the video. Beau musée. Ah oui, c'est très beau. Okay, that's good. So my monitor, just so Peter or Pablo or any of the other moderators that are watching, I've lost the monitor. I have nothing in my monitor. Doing great in your first run. Thrilled to see the interest from everyone in this priceless culture and heritage. This is the least crowded I've ever seen. That's true. We're very lucky in a way. It's one of the positive consequences of this horrible pandemic is that in fact that the crowds are less to help with the social distancing. I got to thank you guys so much for being here and putting up with my my novice abilities with this new app for me. Watching on Reddit, Froggy Eddie, awesome. I'm gonna definitely be commenting on Reddit. Reddit is like I said, it's one of the uh, internet, obviously, for conversations and threads. As I mentioned earlier, I did interview the co-founder of Reddit, Alexis Ohanian. You can find you can find an interview on my YouTube channel. I would encourage you to watch it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that bell. But I'll tell you, Alexis talks for 90 minutes and he goes on the whole history of how do you get started in a startup, what kind of breaks he got, and all that kind of stuff. So it was really awesome. I think we're just shy of 100,000. Last time we checked, it was 99.8. Thanks so much to all of my followers, and big thanks to Chris and Brett, especially. He's been kind of the wingman here. He's been giving me some technical advice and telling me how the video is appearing on a different platform. Looks like we might have gotten to 100,000 or very close, I think. Last I heard, we were at 99.8, so we were just 200 viewers short of the magic 100K number. Nice to be involved in this. Amazing. Thank you for this. Someday I will go myself subscribing on the YouTube. Thank you, Chuck Horn. Guys, my DMs are open on Twitter. 99.9. Guys, we're very close. Why don't we share it out? Let's get that last 100 people on here, and I can have the nice round 100. 100,000 viewers. So that is awesome for my first try, especially since I had those technical difficulties for a while there. The phone went sideways, the phone went out. I wasn't framing it correctly in the beginning. So I had so many issues in the beginning. So I think the numbers would have been much, much higher had I not made all those novice mistakes. But that's how you learn. You make mistakes, you learn, and you get better for next time. We'll definitely try this again, probably next Saturday and Sunday. Maybe earlier if some news event pops up. And, we'll try different museum. I'll try a different technical setup. And I'm also going to use a different internet connection next time, so hopefully we can get a more stable signal. Mary shared, thank you. So big thank you to Mary and to Matt and all the others. Pamela says hello. She loves numbers, I guess. Well, I love numbers too, Pamela. Hello, everyone, says Sev in Paris. Sev à Paris. Good to see you as well. You should scope during the debate. I was thinking of doing a Zoom sesh during the debate, so contact me on Twitter if you want to watch the debate live together. We can all watch the debate and comment on it in a Zoom sesh. Do that on Haps. We'll do it on Haps. So we'll see. I don't know if there's a way to do that or not, but if there is, maybe we can do that. Talk to the. I have to make sure there's not a copyright violation if we do that, but. Do it without the debate video in the background. We'll see. Tourists of the world come back to France. Yeah, so Europe is open to tourism, but only from selected countries. So if you're in one of those countries which Europe allows visitors from, then by all means come here. By the way, the museum is. Look at that. I'm alone. I'm all alone. Oh, yay. So I don't know what happened to the monitor. But the monitor is back so I can finally see what you guys see. able to travel to a lot of countries. That's true. The options kind of like I think it's very. We will do ground doing some commentary. If we can't do the debate, we might just do the commentary. But we'll see. Your scope changed. Yes, it did change. This connection issues. I used this one that I don't normally use. I used it this time because the download and upload bandwidth was so amazingly high. I went with it. So I think it's much higher, but might not be as stable. My other connection is a lot lower, but a lot more stable. So the next time we do this, I'm going to try the other connection and see how that compares. Still haven't been to Europe. Been to a few Asian countries, but not Europe. Well, you should come. You lost everything. Oh no, Pamela. So this is Diana here. This is the huntress, the goddess of the night, and you can see she also has her quiver of arrows, and she is ready to hunt. So, did we ever make it over the 100,000, or are we frozen at 99.9? So close. Oh, 99.9. Oh my God, so close. We only need 99.9. Wow. Well, you know what? It's not 100, but it's as close as you can get without getting there. That we will go outside. Oh my God, we did it. We made it. Thank you, Brett. Brett says, it's official. It's 100K. Oh my God. Loves and hugs and kisses to everyone. We made it to 100,000 on our very first broadcast, marred with all kinds of technical difficulties because I wasn't familiar enough with the app. And I think it's just going to be bigger and better as we go on. And let me know in the commentary and the feedback what you liked, what you didn't like, what we can improve for next time. And we will keep trying to and we'll send it to you on Twitter. Thank you, Bill. We're going to end the broadcast here. We can't do any better than this. 100,000. Thank you guys. I love you guys. And like I said, let's keep the conversation going. Hit me up on Twitter, especially if you have got questions, comments, complaints. I always try to answer any questions that you might have. So I'm going to end the broadcast. I guess we'll end it on this sculpture. Diana, the huntress, the goddess of the night. We're going to go outside for, as I said before, it is a day without cars, meaning there are no cars on the street of Paris today. It ends at 6 o'clock in 15 minutes, and the cars will be back on the road in 15 minutes. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.